Spiders! For many, they're the eight-legged nightmare lurking in the corners of our homes. But what if I told you these creatures are some of the most sophisticated and misunderstood hunters on the planet? Forget the scary stories. Today, we're diving deep into the world of arachnid architects and ambush artists. What's the most surprising thing you know about spiders? Drop it in the comments below. We're about to uncover strategies so ingenious, you'll never look at a spider the same way again. When we think of spiders, we think of webs. But that's like saying all human tools are just hammers. Spider silk is a marvel of biological engineering, a multi-tool that's been refined over 380 million years. There isn't just one type of silk. Spiders can produce up to 7 different kinds, each with a unique purpose. There's the strong, non-sticky dragline silk, which acts as a lifeline and the structural frame for a web. Then there's the incredibly stretchy and sticky capture silk, dotted with microscopic glue droplets, perfect for snaring unsuspecting insects. Think of the classic orb weaver. Its web is a masterpiece of geometry and physics. The radial lines provide the rigid structure, while the spiral is made of that sticky capture silk. The tension is perfectly calibrated so that the impact of a flying insect is absorbed without breaking the web, telegraphing vibrations directly to the spider waiting in the center or at the edge, holding a signal line. But the orb web is just one design in a vast architectural portfolio. Funnel web spiders, for instance, build a flat sheet of silk leading into a silken tube where they lie in wait. When an insect stumbles onto the sheet, the spider bursts from its funnel retreat with astonishing speed. Then you have the tangle web spiders, like the infamous widow spiders. Their webs look chaotic, a messy jumble of threads, but it's a carefully constructed tensioned, sticky tripwires are anchored to the ground. When a crawling insect brushes against one, the line detaches and springs the victim into the air, hopelessly entangled right where the spider wants it. There are even spiders that use their silk as a weapon. The bola spider doesn't build a web at all. Instead, it swings a single line of silk with a sticky globule on the end like a medieval mace. It even mimics the pheromones of female moths to lure male moths right into its swinging trap. From nets to lassos, silk is far more than just a home. It's a precision-engineered weapon. But what about the spiders that have abandoned webs altogether? This is where the world of arachnids gets even more fascinating. Let's venture into the world of ambush predators, masters of stealth and surprise. Meet the trapdoor spider. This is not just a hunter. It's a master engineer and a patient assassin. It digs a burrow in the ground and lines it with silk to prevent collapse. The real genius is the entrance. A perfectly camouflaged hinge door made of soil, vegetation, and silk. The spider waits just beneath this door, its legs resting on the underside, feeling for the faintest vibrations of a passing insect, a beetle, a cricket, maybe even a small lizard. When prey walks over the trap, the spider explodes upwards, flings the door open, snatches its victim with powerful fangs, and drags it back into the burrow to its doom. The entire sequence is over in a fraction of a second. It's one of nature's most effective and terrifying jump scares. Now, let's take a dive into an even more unexpected environment. Underwater. Yes, they're aquatic spiders. The diving bell spider is a true marvel. It lives almost its entire life beneath the surface of slow-moving ponds and streams. So, how does it breathe? It whooshes silk. The spider swims to the surface captures a bubble of air with the fine hairs on its abdomen and legs, and carries it underwater. It then constructs a dense, thimble-shaped web among aquatic plants and releases the air bubble inside it. It makes multiple trips, gradually filling this silk structure with air, creating its own personal submarine and nursery, a diving bell. From this submerged base, it ambushes passing prey like water fleas and mosquito larvae. It's a breathtaking example of adaptation, using its terrestrial toolkit to conquer a completely alien world. Deception is another key strategy in the spider's arsenal. Take the crab spiders. They are the chameleons of the arachnid world. They don't spin webs to catch food. Instead, they sit perfectly still on flowers, changing their body color over a few days to perfectly match the petals' white, yellow, pink. They wait, motionless, for a pollinating insect like a bee or a butterfly to visit the flower. When the unsuspecting victim arrives to drink nectar, the crab spider ambushes it with a lethal Binomos pitae. Their camouflage is so perfect that their prey often has no idea of the danger until it is far too late. Some spiders even use mimicry to get close to their food. The ant-mimicking spider, for example, has evolved to look and move uncannily like an ant. It holds its frontal legs up to resemble antennae and scurries around with the same jerky movements. This disguise allows it to hunt among ants, picking them off one by one, or it uses the disguise to avoid being eaten by other predators that do you want like to eat ants. It's a double-layered deception, a testament to the incredible evolutionary pressures that shaped these hunters. Whether the prey is caught in a web, ambushed from a burrow, or deceived by camouflage, the final act is the strike. And this is where a spider's anatomy truly shines. A spider's fangs, called chelicori, are not just simple needles. They are complex, syringe-like structures designed to inject a potent cocktail of venom with lightning speed. And this venom is not a one-size-fits-all poison. It's a highly specialized chemical weapon tailored to the spider's preferred prey. Some venoms contain neurotoxins that rapidly paralyze the insect's nervous system, stopping it from fighting back. Other venoms contain cytotoxins, enzymes that begin to liquefy the prey's tissues from the inside out. This predigestion is crucial because spiders can't chew their food. They have to drink their meals. So, the venom not only subdues the prey, it also prepares the meal. Once the prey is immobilized, the spider uses its powerful pedipalps, those small leg-like appendages near its mouth, to manipulate the victim, often wrapping it securely in silk to save for later. The entire process, from the initial strike to the final wrap, is a display of brutal efficiency, honed by millions of years of evolution to ensure the hunter gets its meal with minimal risk and energy expenditure. So, after all this, you might still be thinking that spiders are creepy, terrifying creatures, and that's okay. But they are also vital. They are nature's unsung pest control service. A single spider can consume hundreds of insects in its lifetime. Multiply that by the billions of spiders on Earth, and you begin to grasp their immense ecological importance. They control populations of mosquitoes, flies, aphids, and caterpillars, many of which are agricultural pests or carriers of disease. Without spiders, our ecosystems would be thrown wildly out of balance. We'd see crop failures and a surge in diseases, but spider populations are under threat. Habitat loss, climate change, and the use of pesticides are destroying their homes and food sources. When we harm spiders, we are ultimately harming ourselves. So next time you see a spider, maybe in your garden or even in your house, take a moment before you reach for the shoe. Appreciate it for the master hunter and ecological guardian that it is. These are not monsters. They are marvels of evolution, architects of annihilation, and a critical part of our world. Thanks so much for watching. If you learned something new about these incredible creatures, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of the natural world. See you next time.